Good morning. This is Sri Primo to do a quick preview of the next team in the IPL. And we're going to go with the Rajasthan Royals. And this is the team that won the inaugural IPL back in 2008, I believe. But let's quickly dive into the 2025 version of the Rajasthan Royals. The one thing that they have done really well is to retain their core group of players, and they've also picked up some great auction additions. Um, and then the fact that they have good coaches in Rahul Dravid and Sanju Samson leading as a captain, uh, they have set themselves up for a good uh, future in the IPL 2025. So let's quickly talk about the players that they've retained. They've retained Sanju Samson, their wicketkeeper batsman, and also the captain. And then you got the dynamic Yashasvi Jaiswal, who's an explosive player. And then Rian Parag, who has shown some great promise with the bat and the ball. And then you got another wicketkeeper, who can add some depth in the middle order, Dhruv Jarrell. Shimron Hetmeyer was also from West Indies, was also retained. And then you have Sandeep Sharma, who has provided a good pace attack for Rajasthan Royals. In terms of the auction buys, they did pick up Jofra Archer, who had a pretty decent bowling, even in the ODI Champions Trophy. But they also picked up Hasranga from the Bangalore team, and then you have Tikshana and Tushar Deshpande, who they picked from the CSK. They also acquired a very key player in Nitish Rana. Um, well, they've also looked at other players. There are a lot of younger players that they have picked up. But let's quickly go to their overview in terms of batting. You have Jaiswal and Sanju Samson are probably going to open the innings for Rajasthan, and Nitish Rana coming at 3, and then you have like Parag and Jurel and Hetmeyer. So they do have some very good depth in the middle order as well. As far as the bowling attack is concerned, we'll get to the batting again, but they have Jofra Archer and Sandeep Sharma, followed by Tushar Deshpande. And then you have Hasranga and Tikshana, who would be a very formidable spin duo. Now, what remains to be seen is Tikshana benefited a lot from the good mentorship of Dhoni. It remains to be seen that how he's going to translate that. I do believe that he will do well because the person he has there for the coach is none other than Rahul Dravid. So I feel that the mentorship that he gets from Dhoni and the mentorship he will get from Rahul Dravid would bode well for the young player. Um, Now, you have Parag, who can also offer some bowling as well. From an impacts players, this is probably very critical. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he's the youngest IPL player at 13 years old. He could be a key impact player for Rajasthan Royals. When I quickly look at some of the uh, key players for Rajasthan Royals, you have Jaiswal, like I said, played. He had a great stats. When I looked at his stats, he had a century last year as well and a 50. Very aggressive player. He can dominate the power plays and he's got consistency at the top. He's proved himself to be a very good player even in the Test cricket. Would have loved to see him in the ODI Champions Trophy, but we could not see him. And then you got Hetmeyer, who's got a great hitting power hitter. Although his um, the 10 matches he played last year, he didn't really make a big dent into it. But let's see if he could turn that around. And then you got Dhruv Jarrell, very calm player. He's got a good pedigree in terms of like how he rotates the strike. And he's got some great wicket keeping skills in case Sanju Samson needs a break. And then you got Nitish Rana that they picked up. Nitish was pretty effective. He did score, uh, big innings last year. He's got a lot of experience in IPL, and he's also got some great depth for them in the middle order. In terms of like all rounders, As I mentioned, they got Rian Parag and then Hasaranga, who can also bat as well. And then the bowling attack. They've got a very formidable bowling attack in four of them with Archer, Deshpande, Tikshana, and Sandeep Sharma. So they have all the key ingredients in place. Um, I'm more excited about the young 13-year-old that they signed and to see how much they're going to really use him in this format of the play. That remains to be seen. So when I look at their what is the prognosis for this team, the Rajasthan Royals this year, um, I do feel that they have the key group of players. No player stands out. Like when you look at like a team like Hyderabad, where the depth that these Hyderabad has, and even like Mumbai, the depth that they have. But one thing that Rajasthan Royals have proved is that they are the team that you don't want to overlook in any match because they are those one of those plucky teams that will stay around, that will fight till the last ball, and will eke out a win here and there. So I would not. This is a very sneaky team. I mean, very underrated team, I would call it, with all the auction pickups that they have done and also the core group of players that they have. Um, when you ask me for prediction for this IPL 2025, um, this is something that I really had to think about a lot in terms of like what would they do, like what would their outlook look like? Um, to me, they do have some injury concern, like you have like Archer and Hasranga, so that could definitely disrupt their bowling if either of these players are injured. And they do have some, backup options in terms of that, but some of these players have not been tested at all. Um, I would still call them dark horses too, um, but in my prediction, I don't see them getting to the top four. I had two of them already. I had Mumbai and um, SRH so far for the two previews I've done. I still have two more to go, uh, and I think um, it remains to be seen, right? So I need to think about whether they would easily um, they would make the quarter semifinals. But you know what? They will be there. They will be definitely there. I do think that they may be the fifth team. That may be the luck of the draw. Maybe they could swing into the fourth place. So let's see if that would happen. So for Rajasthan, a lot of promise. Everything has to go their way, injury free, and players shining at the right moment to get them to that. So right now, I have them like at a 5 spot, maybe jumping to a 4 spot and qualifying. So with that, we wrap up the preview for Rajasthan. Looking forward to their season in the IPL. Thank you again for listening, and thanks for supporting it.